Now, whenever you're seeing an equation that refers to a, or any letter for that matter, being a constant, it feels a little bit strange. We're used to letters being variables, in other words, unknowns. It seems strange when they use a letter for a constant, which means some number that doesn't change, but we just don't know what it is. When you see that, the slider feature in Desmos is pretty neat. Let's look at that. We'll go to Desmos in the upper right corner, and we're going to type this in exactly the way that we see it. And once I get to A, I'm going to add the slider. But let's see, if we were to type in the whole thing, equals all this, enter. Notice it didn't give me the ability to do the slider at this point. So I'm going to erase all this. I'm going to do Control X to cut it and add the slider back. So it's probably smarter to do it as we're going when it gives you the option. So I just pasted it back in there, but now we have this equation and we're trying to figure out what value of A would make it so there's no solution. Because they're saying if no value satisfies the equation. Well, let's look through here. I'm going to press this and we can see, oh, that's kind of strange. It like wraps around at some point. So let's see what's going on when that happens. I'm going to go a little bit slower. Okay, that's all looking pretty norm. Oh, it's when it like jumped. Did you see that? Let's go back. So it seems like around here, let me zoom out a bit. There, it just kind of disappears, right? Here, it's all normal. And then, you know, it just kind of stops. Back here, I'm looking for when it kind of changes right there. Oh, so when A is 2, it looks like there is no solution. There's no graph whatsoever. So we get our answer is B, 2. But in case you're curious what's really going on there, if I were totally stumped, remember, we want to do something, which is what we see here in step 2 of the Triple T math. Why? Because you know more than you think you do. So if nothing else, when I see some monomial outside parentheses, I know I can distribute. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to rewrite it down here because I know I'll run out of space otherwise. So 4x plus 8, and then I'll distribute this 2. So positive 2x minus 2, because positive 2 times a negative 1. And on the left side, I have 3ax minus 11. I also know to combine like terms, so I'll go ahead and do that. So I get 6x, and then when I combine the constants, I get plus 6. Now, the only way you're ever going to have either no solution or all real numbers is whenever the variable goes away. So if I want the variables to go away, they really need to have the same coefficient. In other words, 3a would have to be equal to 6. So if I say 3a equals 6, divide by 3, I get a is 2. So again, we get the correct answer is B. And notice what would happen if I plug in that 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So I'd really have 6x minus 11 is equal to 6x plus 6. And if I were to solve that, I'd move the x's to the left side, and the x's totally go away, and I'm left with this. Negative 11 is equal to 6. Well, that's not true, so that means no solution. If, however, we eliminated the variable and we got a true statement like this, then it'd be all real numbers because that is a true statement. So keep in mind for those special cases of no solution or all real numbers, or when we're dealing with a system of equations where it's x and y, where you could get infinitely many solutions, for that to occur, the variables always need to drop out, meaning that they should have the same coefficient on both sides. And regardless, we got our answer is B.